Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. Today, since it's TGIF, decided to do another Free It Friday type of video. We'll start off with a couple of finds from the last couple of days, basically. Not a whole lot to worth mention in store on the pegs and whatnot, but I did manage to pick up this beauty though. The Entertainment Series Premium Aston DB5 from Casino Royale. Definitely a nice piece. I mean, Aston Martin cars are just like so good looking, aesthetically pleasing, really nice body lines. This one specifically is very well rendered with obviously the tampo work that you'd expect from a premium. Great choice of wheels with the slightly dished chrome 10 spokes, pretty similar to what you'd find on the real car. Slightly off with the design, but that is great. Yeah, so the dark gray charcoal metallic with the black interior, same spec as in the movie. Definitely a nice one, and you know, nice addition to the Bond car collection, which has just grown through this little addition here. So great stuff. And also just picked up another little something that a little bit out of my normal hunting realm, but decided to give this a try. So we're talking about the Maisto Tailwinds series of diecast planes. So I had to pick this one up because it's my favorite plane of all time, the SR-71 Blackbird. I just find the style, the style of this plane. I mean, I'm sure that there's definitely you know, reasons and behind the design, but the design itself is to me a mix of you know, really cool fighter jet mixed up almost with you know, fantasy semi space travel type of, you know, Japanese sci-fi looking type of plane. It's really very impressive, and I'd love to see one in person. But yeah, this is really very nice. I'm going to eventually unbox this just to give it a rating here, but I mean, you know, it is die-cast metal, as you can see, and it's got the landing gear, as you can see as well. And yeah, for $5, I mean, why not? Let's give it a try. See how it fares. So those are pretty much the only finds basically for the week. But if we're talking about singles, but I did decide to do for this Free It Friday type of episode, why not do another Hot Wheels 10 pack? Look, I had to get this, being a Nissan aficionado. I mean, the exclusive was calling my name, and since we have since they were 20% off in the store, well, yeah, why the heck not? And there's a bunch of nice casts in here that we're gonna check out. A few fantasies, obviously, that more or less parody of, but yeah, let's get her open. And we'll take the opportunity at the same time to actually check out some other loose variations that I have of some of these castings in here. So we got the 10-pack open, which is great. And we're going to check these out one by one. I'll just start with the filler, basically, the fantasy cast that I won't be keeping. So we'll get those out of the way in a very quick manner. So first and foremost, we got this dragster looking thing called Hot Wired. It's gonna go to my daughter's Hot Wheels collection. And we got here the little rocket box, kind of tuned looking thing. It's purple, so my daughter will love that as well. And we've got this I find it's kind of cool cast, the exotic, but written with the yeah, pretty much written in French there. So yeah, exotic it is. I thought this was a self-driving car because of the lack of the side windows, but seemingly it's not. I mean, it's got somewhat of a steering wheel, you know. No, not really my jam, but you know, again, these type of fantasy casts are normally really fast on track. I'm sure my daughter will love that. Another thing I won't be keeping is the Art Car wide body 5th gen Camaro, which honestly, the livery itself is pretty cool with the kind of like blueprint take on livery that was it kind of reminds me of the E24 6 Series DTM car from the 80s that had kind of like a blueprint of the car itself as a livery. But yeah, wide body Camaro. It's not a new cast, fairly new color wave. I mean, at least up here, we're kind of slow to get the new stuff anyways. So, but yeah, white wheels with the blue spokes. It's just not really my thing. So we'll just move these aside. Basically, these are all going to be donations. Another cast I don't really collect a whole lot. It's a cool cast, but it's just not my thing. Got a closed version of the Bone Shaker. The white wheels kind of kill it for me, to be honest with you, but I do like the gold spokes on there. Another Art Car, the gold base, as you can see, chrome interior that is part of the engine / open header / little gas tank on the back there, that middle part of the cast. Nice color though, nice like dark teal green, bluish green. Yeah, it's a nice little variation, but just not something I collect. If I start from least to most favorite out of the cars that I am actually going to be keeping, this one I've skipped a bunch of times on the pegs because I love the livery. Cast is pretty cool, but I already have a variation of it, and I'm trying to cut down on color variations basically. And it's the wide body C3 Corvette here. Oof, yeah, there we go. Got a cool livery, with the dragon going on. It's got the liturgy. It's another Art Car, but luckily enough, we don't have the funky multicolored wheels on here. Got kind of like the what are these called? Trap 5s, I think. No, J5. No, not Trap 5, not J5. Either way, I mean, these wheels, red lip to go with the red within that really cool dragon livery. Some flames going on, some outlined flames with the G in the middle. No details front and back, obviously, since we're talking about full top and side tampos. Yeah, but overall it's a really cool cast. I love the way that they did the front light covers. These would have been pop-ups on the regular street car, obviously not on the race car for aerodynamic reasons. And yeah, body kit just looks really nice, especially from above there. You really get a feel of how the fenders are really wide. And the reason why I didn't pick this up in a single is simply because this is my favorite variation of this cast. So kind of like the mainline version of the Silhouette Premium Series version of this car that was in it. It's really retro. I did add a couple little small details to this one. Namely, I did the fog lights and the extra air inlet on the front bumper. Little touch of black on the exhaust to make it a little bit more realistic, as well as some couple rear details here. The vents, rear lights, and the middle insignia there, or a gas cap. Not really sure exactly what this is, but it does make a difference, even if it's very slight touches. So there's your side by side. I'll let you guys judge which has the better livery. Personally, I'm partial to the kind of like turquoise aqua version there. I find it's really period correct if we're talking about this style of livery. So there you go. So that would be first casting that's gonna probably stay in the collection. Who knows? Second one here. Why don't we? You know what? We'll check out this one afterwards. So one that's kind of cool to get would be this one here. So we've got the last iteration of the Beetle, since it's now discontinued pretty much, I believe, at this point. It's very similar to another variation of this cast that I actually got in another multi-pack. This one's on Steelies with the white lip, and it's got the light beige interior. As you can see, front and back tampos are done. You got the license plate on the back. Black roof that I'm assuming is to mimic a panoramic roof. Not exactly sure, but overall, really nice spec. And the one that I actually got from the other multi-pack is almost the same. So actually, I wanted to compare these side by side because of the color. I get the feeling the color is slightly different from one to the other. Little more metallic on the one I already had on the OH5s versus the one on the Steelies. As you can see, the interior is black on the one on the right, and it's less of a contrast versus the beige interior. Much more modern look with the OH5s as well versus the neo-retro look that the Steelies give. You'll notice I added just the air intakes on the front, the bumper vents on the front, the cooling vents. You know, no big changes there. Did the exhaust as well in the back, but that's pretty much it. You know, had a touch of silver for the rearview mirrors, but that's pretty much it basically. So similar, but then again a little bit different. So yeah, kind of like those. I find it's a cool cast, and because of the wing on the back and everything like that, definitely reminiscent of the Beetle Turbo. So yeah, next up we're gonna check out, since we're into Volkswagens, we checked out the new Beetle. This one did come also with an old Beetle, and this is like the custom VW Beetle that I really like. The fenderless one that's really slammed, it's got a rake. Most of the time comes with these Steelies as well, which is really cool. And it's literally a color variation with same deco that another one I picked up in a multi-pack as well. So you got the satin green, and then you got the I guess yeah, semi-metallic brown. I think I prefer the brown one, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, really nice cast. I really like this cast. It's got the split window in the back. It's got the roof rack. You know, it's a cool little casting to have. And you know, my favorite variation of it, I believe this would have been, if I'm not mistaken, a 2018 or 2019 release. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments there. But yeah, definitely my favorite one of this cast is the weathered one. The rusting is really well done. Again, Steelies with the white lip, which is a favorite of mine if we're talking about the look that it gives. Very rat rod looking thing. Primer gray as the main color, with all kinds of rusty and light aqua paint, and you know, some black on there. All kinds of little cool weathering details. I did add just a couple of details on this one as well. Not a whole lot there. Just add a touch of silver for the front lights. Just, you know, sorely missing on these based on depending on the base color. You know, completely lose the ones here with the black base. The ones on this one you kind of see a little bit better because of the fact it's a gray base. This one basically looked really weird on the get-go because it has a brown base. So you're talking about brown front lights, which definitely were just a touch of silver. Basically ties everything together. And since the interior is black, the exhaust was black on this as well. Just, you know, just added a touch of silver. I think I wanted to put rear lights, but I honestly didn't know where to put them, so skipped the rear lights altogether. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite variation color-wise of this cast. So great to have as well. So we got now 3 of these. Talk about cutting back on variations, eh? All right, second to last car from the pack will be, and this I'm really happy, but the Studebaker race-inspired pickup here, 63 Studebaker. Really cool. I love this color. This color is really nice. Kind of similar to what the Bone Shaker we checked out earlier has, but in a more Yeah, it's pretty similar color. Pretty darn similar color. Just get the feeling it's got a little bit more metallic in the on the Studebaker versus the Bone Shaker. So, but yeah, really cool. Gold lip steelies, always a win. You got the fender flares, the side exit exhaust on there, the duckbill wing. You got the tonneau cover for the box, rear filler cap. This is just begging for a little bit of detailing, honestly. Hot Wheels did a great job on this cast. Really, really like it. Love the color. Livery simple, yet you've got a lot to look at. Between the stripes and the the racing number on the side and all the other sponsor decals. Yeah, it's literally just missing a few details just to make it that much more realistic. Complete the tampo passes that weren't done, and you're up and running. Definitely really nice color wave. Very, very nice color wave. We'll put this one here next to the Vets. And last but not least, we got to get to that exclusive, right? So, yellow 300ZX. So if I'm not mistaken, this Z32 is probably a color variation of the dark green one that we got in the JDM 6-pack last year. I would have to pull that 6-pack out to double check, but if I remember correctly, we're talking about silver chrome wheels on this one instead of gold. And yeah, that dark green emerald green metallic instead of this bright gloss yellow. And that stripe on the side, if I'm not mistaken, was a dark gray on the green version. Unfortunately, because of those stripes on the side, despite the fact I'm really happy about that little turn signal, we don't get any tampos on the front, which I'll definitely gonna have to add, because this is what makes the charm of this casting. I find when it was released, we're talking about full tampo work front and back, which is really awesome. You've got your original first version, I believe, that was in red, and my favorite version, which is white. And yeah, those tampos really make a difference. Definitely make a difference. Even on the ones with the tampos on the front, the side markers need to be done, but I haven't touched anything in regards to any type of detailing on these. I will have to do one. I'm just not sure which one I want to complete the details on, red or white. Let me know what you think. Which one merits detailing the most? White's easier to add details to because everything pops, but red is much more forgiving if ever you make a mistake. So odds are open on which one I'm going to go on. We'll see eventually. So that's pretty much all I have for you this week. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this little showcase. Feel free to hit that like button if you did. Of course, comment your feedback if you have any to share. And feel free to subscribe to be updated on when I post next. On that, I'll wish you a great rest of your day, afternoon, morning, evening, night, wherever you are. And happy hunting. Stay safe. Take care. See you on the next one.